Francisco, California, and I am wearing the Apple Watch on my wrist. This is a 42mm version. It's the full Apple Watch, so this one is $5.99. And this is my first time using one that's actually working and getting to play around with all of the different interaction modes. So, for example, you can swipe down from the top to get your notifications. You can scroll through them with your finger, but that's kind of twitchy, so that's where the digital crown comes in. Trying to actually spin it with your thumb is sort of hokey, but if you just take one finger and move up and down on it, it actually feels pretty good. And I found that this is got a little bit more resistance than the original Apple Watch demo that we tried last year, so I'm pretty happy with it. If you hit it, you go back home, and you can hit it again to go to your apps. You can scroll around with your apps with your finger. You can also zoom in and out with the digital crown. And there's just a few apps loaded up on here. There's one here is an Uber app, so we can load up Uber. And it may have a difficult time with the connectivity in here, but there it is. So I can just hit that button to request an Uber if I wanted to. Why not? Let's see what happens. All right, so we're requesting an Uber. So I'll hit the crown again to bring it back home. I can hit it again to go center it, and then hit it again to go back to the watch face. Now the other button here, if you hit it once, it takes you to a friends list, and you can scroll through with the digital crown to find the person you want to contact. Tap on their face, you tap call, theoretically it would call them, or if it's not connected to a phone, you can send a message, so I'm going to tell this person I'm on my way. So the other thing you can do, if you swipe up from the bottom, you get to this area called glances. You set up which ones you want to have on your phone, and then you can swipe through to see a whole bunch of, customizable widget-style information. You can tap in to look at it. Again, hit the digital crown to go home. The last interaction that I got to try is force touch. So if you just hit the thing really hard, basically, it acts like a second tap, and then you can go through and look at your different watch faces. So I could select this one. I can even go through and tap on customize, and then I can tap on each element, choose what I wanted to show, each complication, and then when I'm done, that becomes my new watch face. So overall, it feels pretty good. Even this 42mm one feels a little bit small to me. I like a big watch, but it looks great. The leather feels really nice on my wrist. The crown, I thought it was kind of hokey, but I'm actually more impressed with it than I thought. It takes a while to sort of learn what all the different interactions are, but once you do, I imagine that's pretty simple. There you go. This is a working Apple Watch. It should be available in April, and again, this one starts at $5.99.
You can go ahead and customize and pick the face that you want. So go ahead and slide to one. We'll stick with Mickey, but go ahead and hit customize. And then you can access these different quadrants. So I could hit weather up there, and I can just one touch of the crown. I can change it's going to show up. And the same thing down below. I can just turn the crown, and different options will start to show up depending on what I want to do. Find one I like, and go hit off, tap it again, and I can go back, and now I am there. So you've got a digital crown and a button. The crown is very similar to what you see on a regular watch. They say the best way to use it is not to go like this, but actually just to use one finger and start scrolling. And it's a very natural motion. So if I tap that just one time, I'll get access to all the apps. And it's very simple to move around. It's very fluid. Go ahead and pick where you want to go just with your finger. And if you want to zoom in or zoom out, you can go ahead and zoom in just with the scroll. So I've got Instagram right there on the middle. If I roll up, it'll open Instagram. If I want to scroll back and see more of what I've got, I can go ahead and do that and pick the one I want. And I can just tap and jump right in. So there's mail, for example. If I go ahead and do a simple tap again, I'll go back. And if I do a little bit of a double tap action, go ahead and view the inbox. If you go ahead and double tap this button down below, you go ahead and access Apple Pay. And of course, you can swipe to see which card you want to use, and you are good. But if I don't want to double tap and I want to single tap that, this is where you can sort of interact with your people. This is where the watch becomes more personal. So you go ahead and use that digital crown. Find the person you want. So this guy looks fun. I'll tap him. And I get different options. I can send him, I can call him or send him a text. Let's say I want to go back even further. And I'll go ahead and do that one more time. Let's say I want to go to, how about here? So she has an Apple Watch. Now I can do a few different things here. I get that new option right there with like a finger. If I go ahead and select that, I can pick a color. I can, say, pick yellow. I can draw her face or whatever I want to draw. And you'll see it start to float away and slowly disappear, and that will show up right on her watch. We'll go ahead and go back home. If I swipe up from the bottom, so we get access to a lot of different things. So power reserve, Apple's saying about 18 hours battery life. You can see all the different apps that you've got in different settings that will show up for them. So W Hong Kong, Instagram, go ahead and view recent posts. You can see different times, weather, maps, anything that you want. This is where it all show up, including exercise. You know, a lot's been made here about the activity monitor, and Apple's done a very nice job making sure this is going to be useful for activity tracking. And this is what the watch looks like on your hand. I'm John Ranger from Techno Buffalo. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. We always appreciate it. And of course, check us out at technobuffalo.com for way more Apple Watch news. Until next time, I'm John Ranger. Check you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.